Hey guys, how's it going? It is the real Randy Chavez coming at you with another Pokemon sales data video. I am not a ton of data to go over here since yesterday, so I'm going to go through it real quick. It'll be a short video. We have a Kangaskhan from Jungle Set, first edition PSA 9, sold for $212. I don't know if that's a record price point for that grade. Brock's Rhydon, first edition PSA 10, sold for $525. There's also a couple listed now for like $800 and $900 respectively, so if you really want one, can get it. I don't think it's worth it yet. I think eventually, they will be worth $800, $900. Right now, people have spoken. $525 is the max one's willing to pay. Kabutops, first edition PSA 9 from Fossil, sold for $150. Aerodactyl from Fossil as well, first edition PSA 9. It was a pre-release as well, sold for $152. They had a Blaine, just the normal Blaine, first edition PSA 10, sold for $375. That is fantastic. Misty's Golduck, first edition PSA. I'm sorry, it was first edition and it was raw, and there were. I didn't see whitening. I saw a lot of scratches, but it was inside of a penny sleeve, which was inside of a plastic case. So I don't know if the scratches were on the hollow, or if they were on the plastic. They were on the back too. I really couldn't tell. So maybe a 6, but I mean, 65. Yeah. 65. Okay, I don't know. It sold for $65. That's the data we have. Heracross, first edition PSA 7, sold for $30. Usually like a 7 nowadays, yeah, you're probably gonna want that in a binder. So maybe that's what they did. Maybe they just thought, oh, I don't want to spend like $100 on like the 8. So, $30 7, really good. Dark Gyarados pre-release PSA 9, that was mine. I sold it for $35. I just listed another one for $45 or best offer, and best offer put a minimum of $35. Anything below that will be declined, because I've been selling those steadily for $25, $30, now $35. I got it at auction 2 years ago, 10 of them for $81. I was like, well, fuck, that's fantastic. I think after taxes and shipping and everything, it came to like $90, $91. So $9 per card is fantastic. I got 10 of them. Selling them for $20, $30, $35. Great rate of return. They're really cool cards too. Another one that I just sold was a Japanese Master Ball. It was a Master Ball. It's in Japanese. It's a red and green gift set. It's very similar to the one that's in the Gym Challenge, that Master Ball, except again it's Japanese. I think it's from like 1998 too. Red and green gift set. It was a PSA 10. I think I got it for like $50 like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Sold it for $110. I put it for $150 or best offer, and I fielded a couple offers. Speaking of fielding a couple of offers, I had I don't know why I declined it. I have a PSA 9 first edition Erica's Venusaur. I bought two. One I bought at like $130, one I bought at like $180, and one I sold at like $450. And then another one I had listed as $700, and I declined a $650 offer. I don't know why. That was a good offer. I should have taken it. But another one sold for $450, I think, recently, and someone offered 5s, like, I'll go down to $660. They offered $450. I just declined that, and they didn't make any other offers. Another person offered 5. I went down from $700 to $660, and they offered $600, which would be a record price point. Again, I did not take that $650, like a week or two ago. I don't know why I didn't, but there's a fly in this room. I'm going to let it out. I don't know where it went. So there's that. I might accept the $600. I might not. Generally, when I get a couple of offers, within like a few hours of each other, then it's like, okay, this card has some. It's also the cheapest one on eBay. There's a couple for like $800, $900, one for $1,000. Erica's Venusaur, which I think that's overpriced. I do think the PSA 10 that's probably about right. You get it for like. Probably get it for like $2,200. I don't think you would see one. I couldn't see paying $1,000. The reason why you might see, there's 377 PSA 9 copies, and I figured that with the, I did the formula, like the market the way it is, there's more want for this card than there is for Alligator from Neo Genesis, number 5. And that number 5, because again, if you have two, let's say even $2,000 for 77 PSA 10 copies, that's well over $100,000, well over $100,000. It's like $140,000. But then if you do $5,000 for a PSA 10 first edition number 5 for Alligator from Neo Genesis, then you're only looking at, you know, $90,000. So altogether, even though the first edition PSA 10 of the for Alligator will sell for 2.5 times what the 10 of the Erica's Venusaur will sell for, there's so much less of them. You know, if Erica's Venusaur only had 18 PSA 10 copies, it would sell for well over $5,000. It would sell for like 7 or 8. So that being said, I do think that for Alligator is undervalued at $5,000, and should have got it. But again, the same holds true for the 9 copies of the Venusaur and the for Alligator as well. I guess because Venusaur is one of the original starters, and you know, you don't see a lot, and you know, there's 2 for Alligators in that same set, so maybe that has something to do with it as well. You know, if you don't like one, you can get the other. You have options. You know, for several years, there's only 2 Venusaurs. You know, there's just the normal Venusaur and then Erica's Venusaur, and since then, you know, there've been a couple, but that's the reason for that. And you have, again, I might sell for $600, I might not. I haven't answered the guy yet. I think he's bought from me before too. He's a good dude. Either way, that's it for today. I will talk to you guys later, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Love you.